Do you suffer from FOMO? Fear of missing out on your favorite sporting event when you're away from home? With IPVanish VPN, you don't have to worry about streaming content over unsafe or restricted Wi-Fi to watch your favorite events. IPVanish VPN allows you unlimited and secure streams to all your favorite sporting events. Don't let unsafe Wi-Fi and ISP throttling stop you from cheering on your home team or favorite athletes. Get IPVanish VPN now.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the West Ham Network. This is your Match Day Live with Anton. I'm going to be giving you the commentary for the game against Brighton. If you have not already, go and check out the link in the description or click on that little cheeky QR code, because that will give you the opportunity to get 83% off the best VPN kicking around in preparation for the game against Brighton and of course the forthcoming games or whatever you want. But it is the best VPN on the market. Make sure you do click the link. You have to click the link. That really does help us out as well. But it is obviously a very good VPN, so get across there, check it out of course. But we're here to talk to you about one thing and one thing only. Let's see if this works. And it did! It did! The team news is in! The teams are in. Let's bring them up for West Ham. Areola in goal. Walker, Peters, Todibo, Qiellman, Scarles, Potts, Magassa, Fernandes, Paquetá, Bowen, and Wilson starts! Callum Wilson starts. Somerville takes himself to the bench. He jumps back to the bench for West Ham. Hermansen, Somerville, Mavropanos, Rodriguez, Souček, 値, Kanté, Golombekis make up the bench as well. So put your comments and let me know your thoughts on the West Ham starting 11. And Myers, of course, as well. The young lad comes into the team for West Ham. In terms of Brighton, they've got Verbruggen, Dunk, Van Hecke, Minte, Welbeck, Milner, Kadioglu, Gomez, Ayari, De Cooper, Vetman goes into their starting 11. This is going to be one of those matchday lives because I've had a few cheeky beers. And Holzer, as the coach, where I'm going to be absolutely destroying players' names, especially when I don't know them, just to read them off the cuff as well. Now, if you're new around here, make sure you do click the VPN link in the description if you're wanting to maybe, and check out other stuff as well. I'll be joined by a few guests before the game does get cracking, but leave your comments. It really is appreciative. If you're new around here and you've never left a comment before, then do it. Honestly, it's worth your while, because it's a very good bunch of people in the chat and they'll all be respectful and look out for each other, and that is the main thing. That's what we're here to do. But we're here to talk about West Ham and the starting lineup, and of course the inclusion of a striker, which of course is something that we have been calling for such a long time. Now, first and foremost, what's your drink of choice for this evening? What is your drink of choice? I'll let you know what mine is. It's not sponsored by them, but it's Cruzcampo. So I'm going for a cheeky Spanish Sevilla cheeky beer. So join me if you wish. Or don't. I've got some H2O as well. I might have a coffee at half time. I might mix it up. It is coming up to the end of 2025. This is our last game of 2025. And I wonder if we can send the fans home a lot happier than we have been from the year of 2025. When I think about the season or the year that's just gone by, I definitely, in terms of supporting West Ham, want to put this one to bed. I suppose in theory, personally, also, there's not been so many great things in 2025 as well, so it'd be nice to put this into bed as well. But we need to show some fight, some determination. And I've been calling it for such a long time, some va-va-voom. We need something to give to the fans. The fans need to go away hoping and praying that 2026 is going to be a lot better. But again, I have the fear of God has kicked in amongst me, and I'm not 100% sure what West Ham's going to turn up, and I think that's what it really comes down to. So it's great. Yes, I love it, the fact that he is starting with a striker, and I think that's a positive move. And then, I suppose the thing that really does give me an element of fear is that fan pressure that's led to him doing that, or has he actually genuinely seen the need to bring a striker into this team? I mean, it's so key. We had no one leading the line, and one of the biggest things I've always been concerned about is when you don't have anyone leading the line, you don't have anyone that bridges that gap, when you don't have someone up there, because we don't have that player really essentially that draws that midfield into that striker, but if we don't have a striker, then we have no one that drives forward, and obviously we're struggling to score goals as well, and that's something we desperately need to work on. Is banging in the goals, and you can't bang in goals if your average touches in the opposition is below bloody 5, when all the opposition average touches in the opposition box is into double numbers, sometimes up to the 20s. So we need to address that area of the park as well. Now, with regards to Wilson starting and what that meant to the team, that means Somerville is out of the team, and I suppose you could be looking at the Somerville situation in terms of the return of investment. What's the return of investment been for West Ham since we've signed Somerville? And maybe the output isn't as good enough as what we anticipated. But here lies the issue with a player like Somerville. I do think he is creative. I do think he can get by people. I think he needs to work on his strength a little bit more. Maybe his final ball, maybe he needs to distribute that ball a little bit better. But when he's on his day, he is definitely offering us an outlet. And maybe Nuno is pushing for bringing him in. And maybe Nuno is pushing for, bringing him off the bench and looking for the impact sub as well, because we know, especially with tired legs in the opposition, there will be tired legs, and that's something we probably are going to try and maximise tonight. So maybe he has fallen under pressure of the situation that we're in. He's not going to be changing that midfield three of Fernandes, Potts and Magassa. And I think in theory that is right, but is it fair or unfair that Paqueta stays in the team? I'll go back to the Aston Villa game. The return of investment from Paqueta in that game was null and void, but he did at least step up a little bit more in the last game. So I am not sure. Hold on, just give me 2 seconds. Just let me know your thoughts in the comments about that starting 11. It's interesting if we start jumping into the left back position. Ollie Scarles. Listen, there's a couple of players you can blame for that goal that we conceded against Fulham. It's not just Scarles, but Tadebo's man marking was not great. He should never have left Jimenez in that position. In such a dangerous area, and you don't give a striker of that calibre a split second to even think about it, because he'll put it away. If that's Wilson on the other end, he's going to put that away in the back of the net. So there's a couple of players there. I don't agree with the onslaught of criticism he gained, especially online, and I suppose that shows you the modern era that we're in terms of how people can, in theory, get slaughtered game in and game out. So, yeah, I think it's fair game. I thought Ollie Scarles actually, in my honest and humble opinion, done actually quite all right in the game against Fulham, and I think rightly so. It's decent that a decent effort that he's actually stuck with him and kept him in this team, which I'm happy about. So, yeah, I think it's the right decision to keep him there, to be honest with you. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Walker Peters, I genuinely, when we signed him, I thought that was I genuinely thought that was a shrewd piece of business. And I'm glad we've got him in. I've actually rated him highly. I actually rate him going forward and defensively, and that's interesting. It gives us a really good dynamic in terms of we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Walker Peters, and I'm really intrigued to see if there's a potential that they could partner up in some way, whether or not one can go one side and the other can go the other side. But I suppose when you see West Ham struggling defensively and you start to see how well, for example, Emerson Palmieri is doing at Marseille, it does make that decision to let him go possibly crazier in theory. I don't know, but what we need from West Ham is just simply West Ham to turn up and show us everything Show us absolutely everything in this game tonight. That's the key. Show the fans at home that we can convert opportunities, that we can convert chances, that we can actually make the London Stadium a bit of a fortress. I don't know how many more times I can keep saying things like this, because it does eventually get frustrating that we do say things like this, because we should not be in the situation that we are in. But we are in that situation, and unfortunately, that's the crap situation that we are in. But we just, oh my God, man, we need to get something over the line, and I want to see it with conviction. I don't know. Here's a question for you if you're watching, no matter if you're watching on Facebook, X, or YouTube. Would you accept a 1-0 crap performance victory, or going at the opposition? It's a tough one, right? Because I will always want West Ham to win. I do. I really do want West Ham to win. But I feel like if we win, but not convincingly win, it's then papering over the cracks. And that's where I would fear things the most. Whereas if we went at the opposition, and even if we did get beaten, we really went at them, could I forgive the loss, knowing that we might be on the right trajectory moving forward? I don't know. It is a really tough one. Right, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can bring in... Oh, God, that's not worked, has it? Let me see. Are you in, Ben? Oh, I think you're muted. Oh, hold on a minute. Can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. You've muted
There
yourself.
we go.
Right, hold on a second, Ben. I can't see where you are, so hold on. I don't know why. What have I done here? What's the situation? Is this it? There we are.
Happy days.
Happy days, mate. So, team news is in, Ben.
Yeah. I think Somerville was unlucky, to be fair, to be dropped. Don't know. I wanted to see Wilson start. So, I mean,
Did you want to see Wilson start to the detriment of Somerville, or did you want to see him start to the detriment of another player? And is it harsh that we're targeting this other player in terms of Paquetá? Really, let's just address the elephant in the room.
Oh, it's difficult to say, but honestly, like, I think based on my assessment of of Brazilian flair players, they play best when they're happy, because they always kind of, when they're brought up, they love the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a thing they do. And I feel like the last few games, he's just looked depressed, and I just don't think it's right to keep on. We're keeping good players out of the team and persisting with someone who he isn't in form, and it's not going to help him. It's not going to help him.
But it's interesting, though, isn't it? It's like, you know, how many players are not in form, really, at West Ham, and how long have they been given their legs to stand on? And the funny thing is, Ben, I actually thought Qiellman had a good game against Fulham.
He did, and
Yeah.
I'd just done a video saying about how bad he's been for us, so maybe I should do one on Paquetá and see if that brings
Any luck? But he done, you know, when I was watching the game against Fulham, the difference between the Qiellman against Fulham against another team was that you actually had Qiellman heading the ball with conviction. That's something we've not seen this season. Defending with conviction, passing the ball with conviction. I think there was one opportunity against Fulham where the ball got crossed in, and he headed it into the path of it was an attack. It was an attacking header, but he headed the ball in the path. I can't remember the player who it was who at the bottom. Maybe it was Magassa, and I think Magassa hit it over the bar. But I remember when I was commentating on it, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like, that did not look like Qiellman, because the way he leapt and the way he headed that ball was not what we've seen this season. And this is the Qiellman we need. And this is why, if Qiellman can be a convicting defender, it gives me more confidence in his defensive ability, because if he messes up, Todibo, I believe, can be the sweeper, can sweep up the mess, because he's capable of doing that. I think he's actually really quite good at doing that. And if Qiellman does make that error, in theory, that's what you want from your centre half. I remember playing, and I know it's very, very, very different, right? But
yeah, of course,
you always used to have one defender maybe step forward that would try and win the goal kick. Obviously, the game's changed a lot, so there's not the goal kick as much anymore. But the player, if he went up, he'd miss it. The player behind him, the sweeper, would clean it up and clean up the mess.
Sweep it up, yeah.
Yeah, sweep it up. But I feel like maybe West Ham need to go back to the old school days of that and allow 𝗪𝗁 to do the no-nonsense stuff and just be the no-nonsense defender, because that's what we're lacking.
See, I feel like that's all coming down to partnership. I feel like 𝗪𝗁 needs a lot of stability. And I think that now we're kind of starting to see the pairing of 𝗪𝗁 and Todibo. I think now we're starting to get the best of both players, and I think Todibo's still finding his place in the game. But on the as I mean, I sent you the stuff the other week I did on Todibo. It was Todibo. He's very good at kind of going forward as well. He's very good at that kind of passing play, and I think Todibo's struggling a bit without that partnership. So I think the pair of them together, if you've got an understanding. I always see the two centre backs as kind of like a squad, like in the war or whatever. You know, right? If I go forward, you drop in, you pull more central, and you kind of, like, as you say, you sweep up whatever comes over the top. And I feel like as much as 𝗪𝗁 grows in confidence, Todibo will grow in confidence. And I think our central midfield will start growing in confidence because they're not scared for that ball to go through. Sometimes I'm watching, and this is what I was on about the other week when, you know, I got quite a bit of stick about calling Freddie Potts a young lad, but he's in a relegation battle. And imagine the pressure you're under, because if you lose the ball in central midfield, with the defence the way it's been, it's likely going to end to a goal. And we saw with Scholes what that means to a young lad, what that means to a young player. You know, so I kind of feel like, yeah, 𝗪𝗁's turning it around, but I think it's also because of Todibo. I think it's a partnership thing. But...
Well, I'm hoping he's turned it around. I don't want to get like I'm not necessarily saying I think he's. I just think that the game against Fulham was one of his better games in the West Ham shirt, and that's something we've been needing from him for a while.
Yeah,
and you know, a lot of blame came Scarles' way for that goal. But it's not just him. It's the fact that Todibo loses his marker so close to the goal. So close to the goal, Ben.
Yeah.
And as a central defender, you need to have that. I don't need to tell anyone, but, you know, peripheral vision in that area, in such a dangerous area. And okay, but this is where you get punished at the top of the game. If you think your player is going to clear away the most simplest of balls, and it doesn't happen, you're giving the opposition an inclination of a chance. And if you give the opposition an inclination of a chance in the Premier League, you're going to get it punished, especially if a player of Jimenez who's got a history of scoring goals, not just against West Ham, but in the Premier League.
But you've also got a feel for, like, I quite believe, like, you know, the reports about there was a bit of a chat in the dressing room after the game. I quite believe that because Areola, I know it's not top of his list, and he's not struggling for money, but Areola will get a bonus for clean sheets. And if I was Areola, I would be doing my bollocks after that, because it's not just Scholes. As you say, you know, the rest of the team have to be aware, but also, I mean, let's be honest, Scholes is inexperienced and he's going to make mistakes like that. But the rest of the team should be expecting it. They were not expecting it, but they should be prepared for him to. And he'd already. I mean, I think I said to you in the live chat when we were playing. I was watching the watch along, and I said to you, he looks like he's losing concentration. He looks like he's getting tired. He looks like you know, it's a lot to focus on for someone like Scholes. You know, and again, wish we still had Emerson, because that's who we need right now.
It's funny, isn't it? It's like I really don't know and can't comprehend where and why it went so wrong in that department, especially when you're now looking at what he is doing with Marseille as well. I mean, the same could be said in theory with regards to Gerd. Gerd just didn't really want to be at West Ham anymore,
No.
and I still do to this day think there's a decent player there. Depends on what style of play they play in. But you know, letting go of Soufal and Emerson looks like to be some of the worst business West Ham have done in many a year, simply down to the fact that look how much we need players.
Even letting go of Cresswell, just that leadership, even if it's just on the training ground. You know, I mean, Cresswell would have the right words to say to Scholes to pick him back up.
Yeah.
And I look around the team at the moment, and I touched on it the other day. I only saw the end of the game where Kyle Walker-Peters went over to him. I didn't see Souček, but I know Souček is a leader. I know he would do that. But I'm not saying that James Ward-Prowse should be playing. I mean, if I had a choice between James Ward-Prowse and Guido Rodriguez, then I'd have James Ward-Prowse. But not just about his ability, but he's a leader. And we don't have, like you can tell last week, it was just disconnect. Every ball goes up, right? I touched on it during the breakdown with Russ. The amount of times you get caught offside is because of a lack of communication, a lack of awareness. You should be drilling your attacks all week, every day, and you should be drilling that every single day. So why are they getting caught offside? You should be. A lot of the time when you watch Antonio, he was already in the positions and the players already knew where he was before they passed the ball. That's because of good communication. And I feel like there is a massive, massive gap in the squad at the moment.
Well, listen, you've just mentioned a player there I want to talk to you about, and actually it's a good point, it's maybe a good time to talk about him because you've mentioned him, is Thomas Souček, because I think a lot of people, especially when you read the stuff online, especially even when you come onto like the West Ham Network on our Facebook, Ben, you've been covering a lot of stuff on there alongside Luke, and it's been brilliant content you've been putting out there. And you're reading loads of comments, but an interesting thing that I've noticed on some of the comments is obviously we're lacking a lot of leaders, right? And maybe that the fight determination. I get your point about JWP, but do we have one on the bench, Souček? Are we? Is this when we need Souček? Is this when we need the warrior in the middle of the park? Is that who we're missing that can try and bridge the gap, especially in a relegation battle when we don't need the luxury of a Paquetá, etc.?
It frustrates me so much the way as a fan base we disrespect Souček because he's not the most talented player, he's not the most gifted player. A lot of our players in the 80s weren't the most talented or the most gifted. They were strong, they were brave, they put their head where it needs to be, they bleed for the shirt. And Souček, I kind of feel like if Souček had played for us in the 80s, all we do now is talk about how they don't make football players like that anymore. But we've literally got one in the club now, and every time he's mentioned, he just gets a stream of abuse. It's not beautiful, but it works. That's why he was David Moyes Fellaini.
Yeah,
do you think it's important?
Do you think that's the right choice for West Ham right now? Is that what we need? Are we saying that we could be the difference of a Tommy Souček away from survival? Because obviously we're clearly looking for warriors more than anything.
Yeah. I think we definitely need something to change. We definitely need we need someone who's strong enough, big enough, brave enough. I mean, I honestly think we don't need to sign another central midfielder. I think we need to try and pull Alvarez back off loan. And I think Alvarez would organise that kind of defence. My only problem is I think Potts and Magassa have been playing brilliantly recently. So which one of them two do you get rid of? I mean, Fernandez is untouchable for me at the moment. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure where players fit in. Yeah. Somerville, as I've said before, my cousin sports Leeds, and he always says to me the problem with Somerville is he got sussed out very quickly towards the end of the season with Leeds. And I feel like we're starting to see that now, but I don't think it's his fault. I think there's no one up front for him. He needs a striker because he'll win the ball, get his head down, he'll progress that, he'll like progressive carry all the way through the central midfield because he's got the pace for it. Look up and there's no one there.
Yeah.
And by that point, he's run himself into trouble.
I actually said that when we started the show off. I was saying that, he's a sort of player that can be special but needs to release the ball quicker. And by releasing that ball quicker can allow him the opportunity to get further forward again, etc.
Yeah.
There's loads of comments. I'll come through them in a second, but people are talking about Ollie Scarles. Happy to see him starting. Best thing for his confidence. Think we'll win 2-1. I'll come on to predictions in a second. Ekim saying who's going to protect Scarles that side, which is wide open. What's your thoughts there, Ben?
Yeah, and I think that's important. Is that it is about protection, and if we're gonna if we're gonna play Paqueta out on the left, you know that's what I assume is gonna happen. He's not gonna drop back, and I really worry for the lad. And this is where my issue comes from, right? Because we'll find out a lot. Someone said in the Facebook on the comments the other day, we're about to see how good a man manager Nuno is. And I feel like, yeah, we are going to see that. I'll tell you one thing I'll say for Skulls. I don't think he's going to get protected, but I think he's got the chops for it. I think it meant more to me the other day that he made a mistake and he was crying his eyes out because it hurt him. It genuinely hurt him. And there is nine, maybe eight, if I'm being nice, eight other players on that pitch that couldn't give a fuck, that are already, their agents are already sounding people out. And they're all planning their summer holidays. Do you know what I mean? I bet you Paqueta already knows what part of Brazil he's off to for his holidays. There's a lot of players there who couldn't give a fuck. So I'm just happy to see Ollie. I don't like to see someone that hurt. And, we do overlook the mental health aspect of the game sometimes because these lads are earning a lot of money. But it's still important. And I'd love to see him bounce back. And yeah, this is exactly right. Paqueta better pull his finger out. We need to see a big display from him. We need to see a big display from him.
Black Country saying this game do or die, choice of drink. I've got a pint of Guinness, and yes, it's my 5th pint. I'll be joining you soon enough, hopefully. I think it's my last pint now, so I'll be on to the Morgans, rum and coke, or not the Morgans, it's just rum and coke of some sort. Ben, is it do or die? Does it feel like do or die?
Yeah,
it does, doesn't it?
Look, I mean, I was in the pub when Leeds played the other day, and I was in the pub with my cousin, and he's obviously watching Leeds, and it upsets me because I like Leeds. Leeds are a great team. So it upsets me, but I think Sean Dyche is a strong enough manager, so I don't think Nottingham Forest are really in the battle. Leeds are playing amazingly, and Daniel Farke has done something for Leeds that Nuno needs to do for us. Look at your system, understand it's not working, and have the bollocks to change it. It needs to change. It's not working, and Farke realised that, and since they moved to a back five, they've looked amazing. If we played them now, we'd be banging trouble. The only
so many neutrals, Ben, on that point. So many neutrals I talk to, actually are just so convinced that West Ham will still creep out of this situation. And I'm saying to them, as a West Ham fan, it's just not as simple as the way you look at it right now. Because, look at Sunderland. They've put a rocket up their ass and got themselves out of that situation. Burnley. Maybe you could say Burnley, but when you look at Leeds, they're a team who've got nothing to lose with a striker that's got a point to prove. And he's starting to, prove a little bit of a point by scoring the odd goal here, there, and everywhere. And like you said, they're playing a little bit of decent football, grinding out a few little bit of results. Bang! The next thing you know, they're 5 points, 6 points, 7 points clear of West Ham at the bottom of the league.
I don't know why we didn't go in for 𝗪𝗏𝗪, or maybe we did. I mean, he's a Yorkshire lad, so maybe he wanted to go home. But I don't understand how, of all the free agent strikers, Wilson's been great for us so far. But come on, we won a European trophy a couple of years ago, and this is the shit that we've got here. We got David Sullivan's Tesco's yellow sticker deals on the fucking shelves, and right now we need business doing. And he'll be saying, how much you want for Charlie Creswell? We need to get this over the line quickly. They'll say 11 million. He goes, I'll give you 10.9. He'll haggle for every penny. And
he will, but the problem is, again, I know this is me going down this route with the owners, but he doesn't go 10.9, Ben. He goes 1.9. And I know I'm taking the piss a little bit, but I'm not really, because that is not an exaggeration. He starts so lowballing that's why clubs do not want to do business with West Ham. And today, this is not about the lowballing element, but this is where West Ham, really have gone to, is you've got a player like Nathan Ake, who I do rate. I really do rate quite highly, obviously, and I think he would really add some strong element of calm collectedness in the defence, highly Premier League proven, international proven defender that's turning around and saying, I ain't gonna come in. I'm not gonna come to a club like West Ham. I don't want a relegation battle. Do you blame him?
No, why would you? He can get paid. He can get paid. Come on. My daughter wants to say hello. Give
That's
me a
fine,
second.
Terds. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Hello.
This is Anton. This is Freya.
Hi, Freya. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Did you have a good
Who's gonna win
Christmas?
today?
I want West Ham to win.
Oh, that's good. Everyone say hi to Freya in the chat, please. Everyone say hi to Freya. Let's see if anyone comes into you, Freya, and says hello. Sometimes it takes a little while for them to come in and say hello because there's a little delay from us getting it out there. Did you have a good Christmas, Freya?
Have a good Christmas? Yeah.
Yeah. Good,
Lots
good.
of cool
Let's
stuff.
hope. Let's hope Santa brings you 3 points. Like, there you go, Danny. Danny Rumsey says hi, Freya. I don't know if is that the right spelling or is it with a J?
There's a J in there because we're extra, but that's thank you. But they're
There you
all
go.
saying hello to you.
There you go.
That
Go on, Jax. That's your mummy. She's
No, it's
she
lovely.
loves she's always on YouTube, so she thinks it's the same as being on TV.
Yeah. I suppose that's the modern world we live in, isn't it? It's people that, you know, this is why we do this. I think, again, just coming off topic here for a second, but the reason why, if you're watching now, we do things like this is because we've done it for a while and we really enjoyed it, but COVID really kickstarted the kind of push on the idea of kind of what people saw or seen as what these YouTube channels sort of just...
I've got another one. Got another one now. Coming in.
Uh-oh, here we
Coming
go.
in.
Coming to say
I've
hello.
got another one.
Who have we got now?
Duh.
Hello.
hello,
Hello,
What,
what's
bud?
your name?
What's your name?
Arthur.
Oliver. That is
Arthur.
right. Look. Oh, Arthur. Sorry, Arthur.
Who's
Look,
going to score
Arthur,
tonight?
everyone's even saying hi to your sister, Arthur. So if you are watching right now, everyone say hello to Arthur as well, please. Then Arthur can say it. Did you have a good Christmas,
Go on, dude.
Arthur?
Did you have a good Christmas? Yes. Go on,
You did.
go
Oh, there
see
you go.
Mummy.
Look,
Go on.
look. Hi, Arthur. Look,
Look,
he's
there's
already
someone.
talking to you. Look.
Hello, Arthur.
He said hi,
There you go.
Arthur.
Go on, go see Mummy.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh,
It's cute.
good.
There's another one coming in, Black
Cheers.
Country, saying hello, Arthur, as well.
Oh,
There
cheers,
you go.
guys.
Hello from the
Amazing.
USA, from
Oh,
Gaza.
I love that.
Yep.
I think, do you know what? It's really difficult to understand. Like, it almost frustrates me as well when people are saying like, "Oh, like I listen to TalkSport and they just seem to batter us all the time." But what is the West Ham way? Be careful what you wish for. And I like the fact there's this platform here for everyone to kind of get involved, because I don't think any of us wanted Lopetegui. I don't think any of us wanted Potter. I don't think any of us would have chosen Nuno if you had have offered him to us. We wanted an attacking manager, and we've built a semi-attacking team, and now we've got defensive coaches trying to pick them up.
Yeah.
And it's not working. I mean, you know, we've let some real good players go, and I think it's worrying. Really, the experience that, as Gaza says there, you know, before Vlad went, everyone was moaning about him, but he was great.
Yeah.
And that's another good point as well. Creswell in a coaching role, that experience on the training ground is what you need, even if he's not playing.
Well, this is the interesting thing, because when we let players go, it's a case of they are starting and playing regularly and then let go. But there doesn't seem to be a transition of looking at a player like Creswell, Soufal, Emerson Palmieri, and managing expectations of players like that. There seems to be a lack of communication with players like that, because right now, like we've said, if I reckon if there was communication brought out, because what we are led to believe in terms of Emerson Palmieri was he was just stopped playing without lack of communication. Now that's not facts. There is no facts there. I'm not, I can't tell you that that's definitely the truth, but it's just the rumours that come out. We're not ITK, so we don't know that, but that's what we're led to believe. Hence the reason he wanted to move out. We do know there was communication between Aguerd and West Ham, but Aguerd just wanted to go. With regards to Creswell, is it the right decision to let Creswell go? Possible, yeah. In terms of playing staff, I do agree with that one. But maybe there would be an element of a coaching role, or I don't know, something just to keep him in that.
That's what I always thought about Fabianski as well. You know, even when a player's in that coaching role, it's good to have them around the club. They've got the experience, recent experience as well, and it's invaluable, really. Like you can't understand unless you're in it what it's like. And I mean, even someone said earlier in the group chat about 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗪. How did that go so wrong? You know,
It's fun. Yeah, it's funny. The 𝗪𝗲𝗀 one is an interesting one because there was a lot of high hopes for him. But to be honest with you, that was where West Ham's pathway to this first team lets us down, because you know, players. You know, I think 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗪 would have loved to have stayed at West Ham. I think he's extremely humble enough, and I think he would have really liked to come at West Ham. But he was a situation where a player was banging in goals at every level, brought into the first team squad and not utilised, therefore didn't play games and didn't get game time. And this goes back to that common story of a youth player. When you need to go and build a career for yourself, you need to just go and play games. And I remember listening to podcasts left, right and centre. We had what's his chops on, Tony Carr on the channel, Lee Hodges on the channel, who talk a lot about the youth system. Lee Hodges had to leave West Ham because Frank Lampard was getting in there, and he was told, if you want a career, go and drop the leagues, make a career for yourself. He went ahead and he did. I think he did it at Scunthorpe. Tony Carr says you cannot get experience by sitting on a bench. No. And I'm sure it was either Ben Foster, when he was asked advice on his podcast when a youth player was sitting on a bench with him, and he said, how do you manage that? He said, just go out on loan. Sitting on the first team bench does absolutely nothing for you because you're not playing game time. 𝗪𝗲𝗪 became a victim of that issue because he maybe missed the game for the under-19s because he had to sit on the bench when West Ham travelled to Newcastle. He never got game time, and therefore he had no other choice but to leave. And I really couldn't blame him, to be honest with you. And maybe that one might come back and bite us in the arse. I'm looking at 𝗪𝗿𝗀 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗃. He's my geezer. If Russ is watching when you're in New York right now, you know, 𝗪𝗿𝗀𝗪𝗃 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗃 was a player that I really rate. I still rate really highly. And I love the fact he's now starting to bang in some goals in Luton. And he looks like he's the business as well. He looks like he's... Do you know what I love about 𝗪𝗿𝗀𝗪𝗃 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗃 is he's doing what he did for the youth team now for Luton, which is pressing the keeper. We don't have that. There's a Celtic player, the Japanese forward who plays for Celtic, who had a fantastic season last year. And not so well this year, but he's known for one thing and one thing only, and that's pressing the opposition keeper, forces him under pressure, and bang, you're off to the start. Albeit, yes, you could say it's in the Scottish League, but don't take that for an injustice if you're thinking about a player who can do a job. He's brought in to do a job, and I think 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗃 could do that as well. But there is products, there's victims of this system that don't allow these players to come through to first team setups.
How long does Marshall stay with us? Because I think there's a player there as well, but we just don't play to his strengths.
I do, but then again, I think this year's going to be telling, Ben, to be honest with you, because if we go down, I think a lot of these players get their opportunities. If we stay up, these players probably will find themselves on the way out, because there's then the up and coming next lot of players. This is why we've signed Kanté on a long-term deal already, and signing up a lot of the young players already on the long-term deals to protect the assets, which is very rare that West Ham do good things like that.
The other thing is, for our academy of football is known for being one of the better ones in the country, and we do produce a lot of talent. There's been a bit of a barren spell, not because the players haven't been good enough necessarily, but because we've not given them that opportunity. Moyes hated starting youngsters, but if you look at our youth setup, they don't all play the same style of football. If you go and watch Man City's youth team, they play the exact same way as the first team, because those players are interchangeable then. If they're used to playing in that formation and they're used to playing in those tactics, then that step up for them isn't as difficult.
Yeah.
But maybe we need someone from the under-21s to come up and take charge of a game for us.
I've always said this though, like you look at all the European leagues around the world and they've got no issues with giving youth players an opportunity to step up and throw them into the mix. They did it with keepers. Look at Donnarumma. As the most prime example of a player at Milan when you know they're looking for a keeper, he comes in really, really young and he steps up to the equation. You can either, but then West Ham have got so many examples of it not working. When you look of 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗪 or 𝗪𝗵𝗃𝗪, you know, all that sort of stuff, when you've got these players that come in and then they're subbed off and it's just not worked out. There's a fine balance between throwing someone in if you think they're capable compared to someone that you don't think is capable. And I do look at Kante, for example, and I think he's got the stature, the ability to be able to step up into the equation. I do think there's a player there in Marshall. Is he going to be strong enough? I don't know, but how are we ever going to know, Ben, if we never give them an opportunity?
If we never give him an opportunity, because at the moment he's just not playing.
Yeah.
At the moment he's just not. He's not. We're not getting an opportunity in the youth team. He's not getting an opportunity in the first team. I think it worries me because we've got a really good striker in. Oh my God, my mind's gone blank. The young Scottish fella,
Josh Landers.
No, the one we signed from Celtic.
Yeah, Landers. No, that was Hibs. What's his name? Landers was from Hibs. Oh, what's the Scottish boy from Celtic? Oh.
I know someone in the comments knows.
Oh man, who was that? He played for Celtic's B side.
Yeah, I think he made a couple of appearances for him and refused to sign.
Daniel Cummings.
Daniel Cummings, that's it.
Daniel Cummings. Ben, by the way, there's adorable little ones, mate. That's what Gazza's saying.
Cheers, Gazza. Nice of you to say, mate. I think it's when we've got that much talent in our youth team, like you say, it could work out next season. I was actually talking to my mate the other day. Do you reckon? I mean, there's part of me, there's just this romantic football fan that believes it won't happen. But do you reckon Bowen will be off straight away, or do you think he'll give us a season?
Nah, I reckon he'll be gone, and I don't blame him whatsoever. I don't think.
I hope he doesn't go to Tottenham.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at least hoping that he's got some normal sense in his system to not do something like that. But I don't think any West Ham fan could sit there and you know, remotely say to Bowen, you need to stick around again for another season of this, because he sometimes single-handedly has kept West Ham in games, won us single-handedly, won us points. I don't know how many more times we can hold back a player when he could potentially go on and achieve more things, because he is, you know, we look at his stats as well, and it pains me to say it, but that's the situation we found ourselves in, because that's the way that we're ran. That's the club that we've become. We can't even hold on to a player that's does genuinely look like he cares about this club. Like he really does, and I think he does, and I think he would want to be here long term. But I don't know what it's going to take, to be honest with you, to keep him here. It would take a massive turnaround. A massive level of commit. I don't know. I really don't know the answer. If I'm being honest with you,
we are going to need to make some. First off, we've got to win tonight, and then we have got to make some signings to drag ourselves out of this shitstorm. And if we don't, I see Sullivan stripping the assets and selling up, which might be the better thing if he goes. But it's just annoying because we had that opportunity.
I wish I had your hope about him selling up and going, because I just don't have that hope that that's going to happen.
If we got relegated, I think it'd be too much for him. Honestly, I mean, he must be able to hear. He must be able to see.
He does. He doesn't care.
I see someone put a sign on his gate the other day.
Yeah.
I won't repeat it on the live, but allegedly.
But this is where this is going to probably end up, and it's probably something that's going to put West Ham fans in bad light, and you know, this keeps going. This rot that's here. We are praying for miracles. We're hoping that this change is coming. I don't know what this change is going to look like, but something needs to give, because we can't keep sitting in here. You know, Ben, we're coming into game after game and sitting here like morbid shitheads, and excuse my French, but it's true. Like, you know, when I used to love coming on and being quite positive and going, what's your predictions? And your predictions would be this and that and this and that, because you'd have an element of hope that at least you could score some goals. But you're never going to score goals if you don't have, and I said this right from the top of this program, if you don't have if you average what, I don't know the exact number, but I'm just guessing here, 5 touches in the opposition box in a full game, compared to the opposition that averages about 15 to 20 opposition touches in the opposition half, then that's a destined for disaster. Plus, you don't shoot from distance, therefore you're not peppering anyone's goal. You're not making the keeper work too hard. You know, I need to see tonight is making the Brighton keeper work hard.
Yeah.
We need to make him work hard, because there's no point in, you're not going to score goals if you don't make him work hard. It's fine, you can do piss pass football around the middle of the park, but we need to penetrate, we need to pass, we need to get the ball forward, and that's exactly what it's time for that as well.
No, mate. Right, Arthur's saying goodnight to me. So,
oh, good night, Arthur.
Buddy.
Good night, Arthur.
I think, look, there's not a lot to be optimistic by, but let's have it right. We beat this lot the other week. You know, we were robbed. We beat this lot the other week. For all intents and purposes, we kept a clean sheet as well until the ref shafted us.
Yeah.
So we did it. We did it the other week. The boys know we can do it, so they need to go out there tonight and do it. And
they need to.
Do you know what? We should have had more than one goal anyway. But last weekend, the last game, I didn't like seeing Paqueta shooting from distance because there were better passes on. I think we need to be working that ball. We need to build some confidence, and I think we need to come out the traps. If we, again, the same as the City game, like I said to you the other week, the first 20 minutes are the most important part of the game.
Yeah. I just again, Ben, question I'll ask you, and I was asking everyone in the chat, possibly before you came on. Do you accept a shithouse 1-0 win, or a 1-0 defeat, but West Ham giving it everything? And I mean everything, throwing their hats, you know, like they've gone to war and they got beat. Because my answer, and I'll give you my answer to this before you answer, because it gives you more time to think, and in the chat I'll ask you the same thing. Because even against Fulham, I didn't see us go to war. I want to see us go to war no matter what. If we get beat, I can see there's fight, and I think the trajectory can turn around. It's a ridiculous mindset, but I just do. But I feel like a shithouse win papers over the cracks.
I take a shithouse win.
But
that's only because the situation and the time we're in. A shithouse win does paper over the cracks, but also it gives us something to build on when we make some transfers.
Yeah.
Look, it depends on the situation. If we start off and we go 1-0 down, and then the team go to war from 1-0 down after an early goal, and they go to war and fight everything, and we still lose 1-0, then yeah, you know, I'll take that. But I'd rather just get some points on the board, try and steady the ship, build a bit of confidence. Do you know what? I would love a 1-0 shithouse, because it also gets us that clean sheet, which would build so much confidence. And
that shows you how far I have jumped off of this half glass full West Ham fan mindset, because I'm just so I'm so done with I'm struggling, like, in the mannerism that we're losing. I'm struggling with it, but we need to have some element of positivity. And everyone in the chat's in agreements with you, Ben, as well, regardless of how we play.
We need points.
A win is most important. Amanda will accept an own goal. A lucky 1-0 win.
Arsenal.
Yeah. Gaza says, I'll accept any points. If you are watching right now, what you need to do is go into the description in there, click on the link, which takes you to ipVanish. That gives you 83% off the best VPN on the market if you are looking to watch the game. The pin in the comments is the link that can take you to the website where you can potentially look at purchasing the VPN. 83% off. You will help us out if you do click on that affiliate link as well. Ben, and before I ask you, everyone in the chat, hit me with your predictions in the chat. If you're watching on X, Facebook, YouTube, hit me with the predictions in the chat. Let me know what your predictions are for the game against Brighton at the London Stadium today with that starting lineup you see there. Ben, over to you, mate. No pressure.
Oh, 2-1 West Ham. I reckon Wilson and Bowen. I reckon we concede early on, and I reckon it lights a fire.
And that kickstarts our season.
I don't want to see that because I can't deal with the stress of it at the moment. Like against Fulham, you knew every time the ball went in the area, every time they won possession, and you just thought every time we missed a shot, it was like we're going to pay for that. And well, look, we got Wilson up front, and the only thing I think we were missing last week was Wilson. If Wilson had started, the opportunities we had early on in the Fulham game, we would have won 3-0.
Yeah.
And I'm getting some real stick on Facebook for the post I put up the other week about us ready to beat Fulham and we're going to win and everything. But I'm not taking it down because it's true. Like I felt that way. I felt that was my optimism, and it's going to start disappearing soon. So I may as well enjoy it while it's there.
You can say that again, mate. You can say that again. Eckham is saying a win. Who would really take a loss playing well over a win playing shit? Maybe I would, but maybe it's because I've had 3 or 4 beers, mate. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest, anymore. I would never trade anything but 3 points from Nigel. I'll come on to your question in a second. Country Hammer, let me just favoritise that. 2-1 West Ham win from Monday. Mark says West Ham 2-1. I'm a Leeds fan and I want you to win, but think it would be a 1-1 draw. Are you going to take a point, or do you want to win? Obviously you want to win.
I want to win.
That's ridiculous. Of course you want to win, but you know,
I want to win.
Yeah.
If I had a choice, if I have to look, I feel like we should have had 3 points against this bunch the other week anyway. So I want to get I want to get them back. I love the optimism, Gazza. I hope we can get that clean sheet, because that will really. Winning is one thing. Winning by more than 1 goal and keeping a clean sheet would set the tone going forward. The lads will believe then.
100%. 100%.
I think
2-0 to Courtney boys. Come on, West Ham from Gaza. Ekin is saying 2-0 West Ham. James Lee is saying 2-1 Brighton and Hove. Really? Come on, James. BS out. Hashtag BS out. I like that second part, but I'm not a fan of the first part. Nigel says 2-1 West Ham. Paqueta and Fernandez goal. Let me just see here.
Oh, imagine as well. Imagine if Paqueta and Fernandez could click.
I think they're more than capable of clicking.
If they click, we'll look like a different team.
Yeah. I completely agree with you, Ben. 100%. And I think that's what today, again, I'm saying it again, but we're looking for fight, determination, just turn up on the day, do the job, get the job done, and prove to us West Ham fans that you actually care for this shirt. We need every player to do that tonight, and we will give back everything in an abundance. And the amount of times that what's his name, Nuno, has said, we hear the fans, we hear you, and it's so vital that we get something from today's game. And
I think if there's any women in the chat that are married, they'll probably understand this more than others, but there's a difference between hearing and listening.
Yeah.
We need him to listen. I think it's got to start like now. It's not even a choice. It has to happen now, or it's over.
Yeah, 100%. It's we can't afford, because we've obviously got a whole host of other games coming on. Let me just have another look here. Tell you what the other games we've got on tonight. We've got Burnley, Newcastle United, Chelsea, Bournemouth, Forest, Everton, West Ham, Brighton, of course, Arsenal, Villa, Man United, Wolves. And what we don't really want to be happening here is that Burnley pick up a victory over West Ham and knock West Ham into the bottom 2 going into the new year. And then potentially Forest getting a victory and pushing themselves further away from West Ham. We're already 5 points from Forest, and 7 from Leeds going into this game.
You know what truly worries me, and it's been, honestly, I've been quite anxious about it for the last few weeks, but I think if we don't win today, it'll just make it even worse. But if we don't win, Wolves will beat us.
Yeah.
And that will be disastrous.
Yeah.
That will be disastrous. I mean, we're one of the only teams they've beaten this season as it is.
Yep. And I can see the light show on at London Stadium already. They're having a right good old disco, and that's without Russ. Russ, you're having a disco in bloody New York right now if you're watching.
New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
dear.
we'll see. Russ is putting on a light show. He's putting on a light show sitting somewhere in, I don't know, what is he, 5 hours behind? So
Yeah.
he's been traipsed around New York. He's got no other choice. He ain't watching the game. Paqueta and Fernandez goals. I need to be positive. Go for a 2-0 win. Let's hope Wolves beat Man United. That will take some pressure off. Russ, there we are. Yeah, Ben. So, Ben, thank you very much again for joining us, mate. You go and enjoy yourself as I get myself prepared for this. And I'll get everything set up.
No worries.
You're more than welcome to join in the chat as well.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Cheers for that.
Come on, you
I'll
irons.
see you on the other side, Ben.
Nice one.
Cheers, mate. Take it easy. Right, let's see if I know how to do this again. I do. I've done it. I have done it. My word, I've actually done it. Yeah, that was nice of Ben to come on and give us a pre-chat as well. We're just waiting for the West Ham game to kick off as Bowen is out there. Brighton have 6 wins, 6 draws and 6 defeats from 18 Premier League games this season. And I don't want to sit there and tell you about the West Ham situation. It's just not 100% great, is it? But hey ho, it is what it is. It is what it is. You've already given me your predictions, so keep them in the chat. So let me know your thoughts on the West Ham lineup as the West Ham and Brighton teams both come out for the Premier League game. Let me just bring this over here. Oh, there's Gary, mascot man. Love that. September the 29th, 1996, a date that's always marked in my brain. That is the day I was a mascot for West Ham at the age of 12. West Ham versus Liverpool. Julian Dix was West Ham's captain. John Barnes was Liverpool's captain. Liverpool had the candy cream shirt on. And West Ham got beat 2-1. Mark Reaper. Slaven Bilic scored, for West Ham. That was his first Premier League goal for West Ham. And we got beat 2-1 at home. And I'm just looking at all the West Ham kids now out walking with the players just now. Best experience, one of the best days of my life as a kid. Something I'll never forget. And then just teams now walking around. Hey Anton, everybody, let's get it. Come on, you Irons. 2-0 clean sheet tonight. Come on, you Irons. Oh, really need something from tonight's game. Oh, we really need something tonight from tonight's game, 100%. Keep your comments coming in. I'll give you the running commentary of the game, of course. Hopefully I won't be too far behind. We're just looking at Brighton's team that looks like they've made 4 changes from their last game. 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗁, the keeper from Holland. Veltman, oh my God, they've got 3 Dutch players in the back line. Veltman, Van Hecke, and then they've got Dunk and Kaduglu playing left back for Brighton. They've then got Yasin Ayari and James Milner still smashing it in the middle of the park for Brighton. They've got Minty out on the right, Diego Gomez in the middle, and then Maxim de Kuiper out on the left-hand side. And leading the line, Danny Welbeck. They go for a kind of 4-2-3-1 formation. Callum Wilson starting up top for West Ham. As I get myself prepared for the West Ham Brighton match day live. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. If you haven't already, go and check out IPVanish, our VPN, 83% off. Best VPN on the market. Let's see what West Ham can turn up tonight. Let's see what West Ham can give the fans something to hope for, something to have hope in. For the rest of this season, because my word, we need some hope, don't we? Keep your predictions coming in. Just waiting for la kickoff to the start. I might not be too far behind the game. As we go kick off. There we go. Areola with the ball for West Ham. Let's see what happens in this game. Let's see what we can do. We need a happy new year, certainly do. Game has officially kicked off as Brighton have with the ball. They come on the attack down the middle, ball out right. Danny Welbeck drops in deep, switches the ball over to the left-hand side. Brighton hold on to it, just holding on to a bit of possession there. Right, come on, West Ham. West Ham start to put a bit of pressure on the back line from Brighton. Keep those comments coming in, everyone. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. It really does support the channel. If you are watching right now, hit the thumbs up on the YouTube as Brighton come on the attack down the right-hand side. Ball's fed in through the middle. Quick switch over to the left-hand side for Brighton deep in the West Ham half. Ball's played back on the edge of the 18. There's a run there, run through from Brighton. Ball's crossed into the mix and it's low and Areola just does a routine pickup. Right, hopefully I've got this sitting there perfect for me. Right, Kyle Walker-Peters down the right-hand side. Bowen drops in at the halfway line. He plays the ball back into the path of Fernandez, who drives the ball forward for Magassa, but he's lost it. As the ball is played back to 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀, the Brighton keeper. Ball is played back. Dunk has the ball for Brighton. Ball's back with 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀. It's sprayed over to Van Hecke. He drives down that right-hand side. Ayari drops in. Dunks on the ball. Deep in the Brighton half. Ayari drops in. And that kind of sweeper roll. Starts to press forward. Van Hecke's got it. He drives forward. Goes for a big crossfield pass. Walker-Peters lets it go, and it falls into the palms of Areola. Ollie Scarles plays ball back to 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗻, the edge of the West Ham 18-yard box. Right foot forward, no man's land. Ball goes out. Throw into Brighton. Good to see you, Martin. Like to hear that. Thank you. Ball forward from Brighton down the left-hand side. Ayari's trying to get involved a lot through the middle, but Fernandes wins that kind of midfield battle there. Holds on to play. Ball back with Potts. Kyle Walker-Peters down the right-hand side. Nothing on. Plays the ball back into the path of Potts. Potts back to Todibo. Todibo over to 𝗪𝗓. 𝗪𝗓 drives down the left-hand side. Sees that with Paqueta. Nothing on from Paqueta. Distributes the ball back to 𝗪𝗓. 𝗪𝗓 over to Todibo. Mayasa calls for it down the right-hand side. He collects it deep in the West Ham half. Puts the ball forward. Sees that gap with Fernandes. Fernandes plays the ball out right to Bowen. Newcastle scored already against Burnley very early in the game. Bowen tries to skip by their fullback. He gets a hold of it. The fullback touches onto it. Plays it back to their keeper. Wilson presses. It's played over to Van Hecke on the right-hand side. Deep in the Brighton half. Wilson's there. Ball falls back nearly into the West Ham possession. Brighton come out with the ball on top. Welbeck drops in deep. Tadible's putting high pressure on him. Ball's falling out to the left-hand side as Brighton come on the attack. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗧. Now it's with De Kuiper. Ball whipped in. It's a save from... It's Welbeck's... I know it's not Welbeck. It's Minty's unmarked at the back post. Diving header. It's a routine catch from Areola. But just lapse in concentration there. Bang, they've come in with a chance already. It's back with the Brighton keeper. We need to really watch that. We need to really keep on top of that. Ball forward again. Brighton come on the attack down the left-hand side. De Kuiper crosses it in low. Cleared from Todibo. Mayasa drives for West Ham out of the danger zone. Paqueta out on the left-hand side. He's got a lot to do out there. Nothing on for him. Plays it back to Skarls. Skarls back to 𝗪𝗓. He's pressed from Welbeck. Ball forward straight to the Brighton player. Minty. Ball through the middle for Brighton. Shot from distance. Blocked from Todibo. My God, Walker-Peters nearly gives the ball away. Oh my God, they're giving the ball away in dangerous area. Ball from distance. Oh my God, West Ham. Walker-Peters plays the ball into such a dangerous area. I don't know who it is from West Ham that loses it. It's Fernandes. He tries to turn, but he's just driven straight into traffic. Gomez collects it. He's just inside the 18-yard box. Takes so much time to turn. Hits the shot and it goes over the bar. But it's just that lapsing of concentration twice again. Skarls getting caught out. Fernandes getting caught out. Just not staying tight to the man. Shit. Here we go again. Oh, I don't want this to be a long night. Oh, God, Trosh. Such a deflated team. It really is a deflated team. I'm seeing the gap now between Wilson and the midfield. So huge. That's why they can get into our final third really easy, because we've got no one there tracking down. Bowen starts to track back with Dunk. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗧 sitting in that kind of sweeper-keeper role. Van Hecke. Ayari. Back to Van Hecke. He drives forward for Brighton, deep in their half. Nothing on. Cam collected. Plays the ball over to Dunk. Ayari drops in, tries to play the ball around to Devo, can't get a touch of the ball. Ball's landed out there with them. Welbeck from distance, he's going to shoot, takes a deflection off West Ham. Walker-Peters clears up front, headed into the path of nobody. Dunk's going to play back to the keeper. Again, that's Brighton. I don't know how many chances they've had already from the off. 8 minutes in, I want to say they've had 4 attempts. Something like that. Ball forward from Brighton. West Ham forward. Bowen! Yes! From a lack of concentration from Brighton, West Ham have actually just made it 1-0. I actually am in utter shock. Utter shock. And I don't know how it happened, but I think we've just jumped on to a mistake from Brighton, and All it takes is for Bowen to creep in and bang in a goal. Areola punts the ball forward. Wilson causes a bit of havoc. Van Hecke heads the ball forward. Paqueta ball for... It's a brilliant ball from Paqueta. It's not even a mistake. It's a brilliant ball from Paqueta. He penetrates the defence from... was that Paqueta? Yeah. I think it was Paqueta to Bowen, who takes a touch of the ball inside the box and knocks it by their keeper to make it 1-0 West Ham. I mean, I am in utter shock there, but I'll take anything. And that is a pin-perfect ball from Paqueta. That is the Paqueta we are looking for. Wow. I did not expect that. Jarrod Bowen, 62 goals, 39 assists, 101 goal involvements in the Premier League. We will take that. 1-0 West Ham. Oh, Russ is watching from bloody, what do you call it? The States. Right, if you are watching, hit that thumbs up. Let me know you're here. But West Ham are winning 1-0. I'm in utter shock. But here with the pressure. Here we go again. We've won it back with Fernandes. It's a ball forward! Wilson down the left-hand side. Cross it! Back post! Oh my God! Brighton having to clear it from the path of Bagasa. Pressure! Pressure! There's no need to back off. There's not an ounce. Oh, it's a great ball from Fernandes down the left-hand side to Wilson, who crosses it in early from Magasa, back post, and it's been cleared, I think, from Dunk from Brighton. Oh, I swear to God, man. Keep that pressure on. Scarles whips the ball in, front post, can't beat the first man. Mente clears for Brighton. Come on, West Ham. Oh, no. I'm okay, thank you. More sweet, I think. Thank you. Perfect timing, mate. Perfect timing. Oh, man. Jarrod Bowen, huh? Who would have funked it? We need to keep that pressure on from the off, man. You can see the difference already, though, having a striker makes. It's night and day having a striker in the field. Because Brighton are thinking about that other man up top and allowing all the other players to get involved. And that's where Bowen benefits all the time. And he runs on from a penetrating pass. It pulls all those players out, concentrating on one player. Newcastle, ball forward for Newcastle have made it 2-0 against Burnley. West Ham do well with Fernandes, cleared from Keelman. Oh, it's taking a deflection from the clearance from Potts off Fernandes, but Todibo comes in and intercepts again in the middle of the park. Walker-Peters to Magasa. Magasa back to Walker-Peters. Back into the path of Todibo, goes for a big clearance upfield. Wilson chases. But Brighton recycle. Bah, just absolutely shocked. In utter shock. Are you going to bed?
Yeah.
It was. That's a little bit hot. You want to come say hi to everyone?
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hi.
Say, come on, you irons.
Come on, Ryan.
Who's going to win the game?
West Ham.
Say, Bowen's on fire. Go on. Say, Bowen's on fire.
Bowen's on fire.
Annie's kissing Danny Dyer. Irons.
Daddy, is there anyone else you're talking to?
Yeah. Right, say night-night, everyone.
Night.
Joey's going to bed. West Ham are winning 1-0. Say, yes! Say, oost, no tea. Love you, little man.
I'll say hi.
Come on, say hi. Oh my gosh, your hair. Oh, West Ham have got the ball though with Jared Bowen. Kyle Walker-Peters. Bowen down the right hand side. Skips by one player. He's going to cross it in. He does. Back post. Oh, it's fallen into the path. Oh, no, it doesn't. I think Minty gets there and clears it. West Ham regain possession again with Kilman. Oh, West Ham have won that though. Kept it in. Paqueta. He's a bit of fighting him. Ball's back with Paqueta. Ball forward. Oh, it's still falling into the path of West Ham. Shit! Oh my God, it just goes wide from Scarles. Oh, Ollie Scarles. He's driving from left back and he does really well to latch onto a mistake from Brighton. And he skips by one of their players, Van-Hekke. Van-Hekke's struggling, I'm telling you that now. Mila, what do you say?
Come on, you irons.
Well done. Love you.
Bye. I'm not going to bed.
Okay. Oh, come on, West Ham. Ball forwards from Brighton. Todibo's still there. Brilliant from Todibo. And great second win there from recycling of the ball there from Magassa. Ball forward to Fernandez. Man on. Plays the ball forward to Wilson who drops in deep. He does really well to get that ball out to Bowen. Give it to Fernandez. He drives. He's driving. Bowen. Ball forward for Fernandez. Oh, he just hesitates ever so slightly. And because he hesitates, he just backs off. I think we've got ourselves a cheeky corner. He just backs off from that kind of forward run. And it allows James Milner to get in just in time to knock that ball clear. Nice bit of pressure from West Ham. Scarles. Ball whips in. Back post. Oh. Headed away from Brighton. Not out of danger yet from them. But they drive forward with the ball down the right-hand side. A big up and under for Welbeck to chase. Ball forward again. He's offside, ref. Offside. Yes, he's offside. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. West Ham free kick. Chelsea have equalised against Bournemouth. Brighton recycle the ball though in the middle of the park. Van-Hekke. Oh, it's great interception there. Is that Fernandez? But he goes over on his foot as well. Is it? Yeah, it's Fernandez down. He better be alright though. He better be alright. Bowen plays the ball forward. Wilson, just heavy touch. 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏 latches onto a ball from a clearance from Brighton, and he just penetrates that defence. Bowen breaks the lines, drives forward, takes a touch inside the box, and just nips it by the keeper to make it 1-0 West Ham. As Minty drives forward for Brighton. Ball's played over to the left-hand side. Back to Minty. It's just behind him. Chips the ball into the box. Clear from 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗪. Oh, it's good. Nagasa stepped in on a mistake from Brighton, but then their player Dunks won it back straight away. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏, Kuiper. Back with Dunk from Brighton. 21 minutes gone. West Ham 1, Brighton 0. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏. He drives in the West Ham half. He's under a bit of pressure there from 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪. He's done well. Ball back to Dunk. Out on the left-hand side to Kuiper. Dunk again. West Ham keeping the good lines there. Milner through the middle. Ball. Heavy ball. Ball stays in. No. 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝗪. And Walker-Peters clears the ball from a little cheeky mistake from Todibo. Bowen comes in. Cleared from Fernandes. Upfield, Wilson chases. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏 gives the ball away to Bowen. Oh, it's gone forward for Wilson. It's good. Bowen's making that run in. Wilson's driving. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. He tries to pass the ball through. Honestly, I thought that was perfect for Wilson. Do you know what Wilson was doing? That wasn't Wilson-esque. That was Wilson trying to give something back to Bowen. Remember that chance he took from him earlier in the season? I thought Bowen should have taken another touch. Wilson should have taken another touch and shot there, to be honest with you. I understand what he was trying to do, but not at the right time or the right place. He's a striker, man. That was where you wanted him to be greedy. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏 for Brighton plays the ball out to Minty on the right-hand side. He's got the ball. Puts it onto his left foot. Plays the ball back to 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏 of Brighton. West Ham regain possession again. Bowen, though. Bowen fancies himself. It's just him and Dunk. Wilson's making that dart and run. Bowen. Wilson's got it. He's inside the box. Put it onto the right. It's going to shoot. I tell you what. West Ham have won a corner, and Wilson made the right decision there because there was nothing else on for him. So he puts the ball into his right foot. Kind of a bit of a hit and hope. It takes a deflection. West Ham get a corner. Such a difference when you've got a striker. I tell you what. Wilson, for his age, is so pacey, isn't he? He's so pacey, man. But listen, Brighton get 5-6 men back, and West Ham don't have anyone else up there running. Corner from West Ham. Ollie 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏. Ball whips in. Right top of the keeper. Punches it clear. It's a good one, but there's no one there like going up with their head and with intent. But it's back with 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏 again. Great ball in. Up for the keeper. Perfect height for the keeper there. But again, just no one with intent to head that ball. Come on, you Irons. Come on, you Irons. Milner. Harari. Oh, it's great from 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗏. Oh, come on, ref. He's just using his strength. Shot from early from Brighton's free kick, but it's great. And Areola, that's fine. They've taken a quick free kick thinking he was trying to catch off Areola off guard. It's never been a foul. West Ham regain possession again in the middle of the park with Fernandes. Kyle Walker-Peters to Fernandes. Holds on to it. Plays the ball back into Walker-Peters. Deep in the Brighton half. Nothing on for him. Plays the ball back to Todibo. Todibo back to Kilman. Kilman switches over to 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 infield to Potts. Potts back to 𝗪𝗀. Potts drives. Ball forward for Fernandez. Passes it early to Walker-Peters just over the halfway line. Back to Fernandez. Good interception. Good play between them two. Fernandez goes early. Whoa! It's going. Really creeps in. He hits it low. Tries to curl it around the defender. 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗧's had to clear it. Potts forward for Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters playing in a more advanced role. Bowen out in the right hand side. Ball forward for Potts. He's inside the box. Tries to cross it early. It's good pressure from West Ham. Good pressure from West Ham. Burnley have scored against Newcastle to make it 2-1, still away from home to Newcastle. Chelsea have taken the lead against Bournemouth 2-1, and Everton are beating Nottingham Forest 1-0. Walker-Peters with the throw-in right on the corner flag. Callum Wilson wins that ball. Oh, I thought he was nearly gets a corner, but he doesn't. It's a big clearance from Brighton. Todibo, is he going to shoot? I would have shot if I were him, man, on the edge of the 18. Oh, he switches it over the left-hand side. Scarles, heavy touch from him. Paqueta on the edge of the 18. What's he going to do? He's got to distribute it. He doesn't. He crosses it in. Takes a wild deflection. Cleared from Brighton. Potts does intercept it. Welbeck's back there. Ball is still in the Brighton half, but they've gone for a big up and under clearance. Minty back. Oh, Paqueta does enough. Ah, he's giving the throw in to them. 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗧 drives forward for Brighton. Scarles does well, as does Scarles again, to be fair. Paqueta back to Scarles, right on the touchline. Ball forward. Wilson does enough to put the pressure on 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗧. Dunk, hesitates. Oh, I tell you what, man. I'd be at their centre defenders all game. I'd be playing that ball through that middle all game. Big up and under from Brighton. Oh, Walker-Peters heads into the path of Minty. Welbeck tries to see the gap. They've still got the ball. Clear from West Ham. Fernandez comes out with it on top. A little cheeky error there. Welbeck fouls Fernandez. Doesn't necessarily think it was a foul, but he's going to win the foul anyway. Scarles is playing good. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2. That game is going off. Game is going off. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. If you're watching on Facebook, hello, hit the like button. Jump across to YouTube, come and hit the subscribe button. If you are on X, hit the thumbs up, whatever it is you do on X. Come across to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up as Minty drags the ball down for Brighton in the West Ham 18-yard box. Scarles does really well. Fernandes goes for a big smash ball forward. What a ball from him that is. Oh, Wilson can't get a hold of it, and Dunk just puts the ball forward back to their keeper. What a ball that was from Fernandes. 𝗪𝗫𝗀𝗁. Ball over left-hand side. 𝗪𝗲𝗲𝗺. 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗃 comes in. Ball's back with 𝗪𝗫𝗀𝗁. Milner. Ball forward. Cleared from Todibo straight into the path of Welbeck. Oh, it's found over. Minty is unmarked. Skips by one. Welbeck. I do not. He's given a penalty. How has Brighton got a penalty? How have Brighton got a penalty? Skips by one player. I mean, is that the rule though? Like, it's 𝗪𝗀𝗁. Oh, it's West Ham for you, innit? It's just West Ham for you. 𝗪𝗀𝗁 just comes in and takes Minty out, basically. The ball does land in the pathway of Welbeck, who should really put the ball into the back of the net, but he doesn't. But here comes Danny Welbeck. Come on, West Ham. Come on. Come on, Areola. Come on, Areola. Come on, Areola. Come on, Areola. Come on. Goal. Bollocks. 1-1. Ugh. Ugh. Thank you. Ball headed forward from Wilson. Bowen. You can just feel this pressure coming our way. His ball's punted forward from Minty to Chase down the left-hand side. He's against 𝗪𝗀𝗁. He's down the left-hand side, unchallenged. But, oh, God, there was a player running in the middle of the park there. But the ball has landed with Brighton again. 𝗪𝗲𝗀 has came in and cleared. But now we look like we're under pressure. Shitloads of pressure coming in. Here comes a corner from Brighton. Ball whipped in, cleared from West Ham. He's given another penalty. He's given another penalty to Brighton. He's given a penalty literally to Brighton. He's gone for tussling on the far post. He has literally just given a penalty to Brighton. What? Paqueta and Dunk. I mean, it is a rugby tackle. I actually can't believe what I'm watching. Danny Welbeck, who's got 8 career goals against West Ham. Oh, please, please, well, please, Areola. Come on, Areola. Come on. It's a bar! He tries to chip it in. He gets everything he deserves. He gets everything he deserves because he is a cocky shit and he thinks he's going to chip that ball into the back of the net. And he's chipped it against the bar. And I have never hoped... You fucking idiot. And I'm so glad you are, stupid idiot. Well done, Danny Welbeck. Delighted. Delighted. We've got away with that one. We've got away with that one. But idiot, man. I mean, if he just plays it down the middle, he's got another goal there. Welbeck gets a yellow card. Fernandez gets a yellow card. Oh, man. How are we getting away with this? I can't get my head around what's going on. I cannot watch West Ham anymore. I cannot deal with this. I cannot handle this anymore. I can't handle West Ham. Fernandez drives. Fernandez is tripped up. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, Fernandez. He's on top of Welbeck. Oh, God. Oh, it's getting heated. There's a couple of tackles flying. It's getting fucking heated. Oh, man. I cannot handle this. Todibo and Welbeck. Oh, my God. So I could... Free kick to West Ham. I can't. I don't know. Potter. Potter. I don't even know he's playing anymore. Who's gone down from West Ham? He's back up anyway. Minty chases. Oh, he's got ahead of bloody Kyle Walker-Peters. It's fine. It's fine. West Ham got bodies back. Minty's everywhere. That's a great ball from Minty. Walker-Peters has done so well. It's a great... He wins that ball, ref. He does. Walker-Peters does so well. It's a great ball forward. Paqueta into Bowen. There's a run from Wilson. Play it to Wilson. That's a great... Oh, nearly lands into the path of Wilson. Oh, what is going on? Everyone's half on everyone. It's livened the game up anyway. Certainly livened the game up. Who's the ref pulling over now? Ball forward from Brighton down the right hand side. Five minutes of normal time left. West Ham free kick. We'll take that. Deep in the West Ham half. I need to jump to the toilet. Brighton on the attack, on the edge of the 18. Tries to play the ball forward, cleared from 𝗪𝗀𝘀. Escape. West Ham have won the throw in. Ball from Walker-Peters forward for Fernandez. Fernandez, Bowen. Bowen does come in though, win the ball back. Still drives. Oh, they've intercepted. Big clearance from Brighton. Over to the other side. Scarles does really well. Great ball from Scarles. Shot! Wilson! Oh my god, ball! Hand fucking ball! That's a handball! How the fuck is that not a handball? Dunk has fucking dived. That is what I'm talking about, 𝗪𝗀𝘀. But that is a fucking penalty. There's no... How is that not a penalty? Wilson is latched onto a kind of deflection ball. Oh, they need to check the player. 𝗪𝗀𝘀's taking Minty out, but Minty's down. There's a concern on Minty on the ground. Oh my god, he's fucking handled it. It's so handball. Fucking handball! It's a handball. It's not a fucking natural position. It's a handball. That's a fucking handball. Do not. It's not a fucking natural position. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking handball. We don't get this. They don't get this. Game's gone. Game's gone. Game's gone anyway, but... Fuck, it's just ridiculous, man. Football is just fucking so ridiculous these days. Of course it's a penalty. Penalty, of course it's a fucking penalty. It's the most ridiculous thing, it's taken so long. Fuck's sake, referee. What?
After review, Brighton number 5 commits a handball offence inside the penalty area. VAR decision is penalty and yellow.
Penalty. It should never have taken that long. It's a penalty to West Ham. It should never have fucking taken that long. It should never have taken that long. It's one of the most ridiculous things. It's fucking stupid. It can't be bothered with the game. I hope we win, but it's the fucking VAR. What's the point? What's the point? What's the fucking point? West Ham have not had a penalty in the whole of fucking 2025! At home! At home! West Ham have not had a penalty at home in the whole of 2025. Tadebo's coming off. I don't even know what the fuck's going on, but Tadebo is coming off and 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗺 is coming on. He must have done something, and I'm fucking devastated about that. I'm fucking devastated about that. But I cannot keep up with this. Paqueta. Paqueta. Paqueta, Paqueta, Paqueta. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lucas Paqueta with the penalty. Follow, follow, follow! Brazilian Magnifico! Cause there's nobody better than Lucas Paqueta! Oh, he's one of our own! Follow, follow, follow! Brazilian Magnifico! Oh, nobody better than Lucas Paqueta! Now he's one of our own! Yes! Yes! He takes his time stepping up to that penalty. He goes 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, 5 step. He takes little steps, stands still, watch for the keeper, knocks it into the bottom right. Holy shit, man. I cannot cope with this game. I cannot cope with this game. Cannot cope with this game, man. Oh my God, this is mental. This is mental. But anyway, West Ham have regained our lead. There's been 3 penalties in this game. Tadebo's off, injured. 𝗪𝗲𝗺𝗺 has come on. Welbeck's fighting with everyone. Oh. This is mental. This is mental. Oh my God, play on advantage. Holy shit, here comes Brighton on the attack. It's 4-on-3. He's gone for it. 𝗪𝗲𝗺𝗺 is cleared for West Ham. actually cope with this, man. Don't know, the commentator thinks he is, mate. You can piss off, son. Brighton come on the attack down the left-hand side. 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗁𝗧 plays the ball back into Areola. 𝗪𝗁𝘀𝗀𝗃𝗃. 𝗕𝗿𝗶𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗵 leapt off injured, and 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗁𝗧 is on the field for him. Milner. Oh man, ref, just blow this whistle for half time, please. Ball in with Brighton. 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗃 just waiting for the whistle to get blown. Ball forward for him down the right hand side. Minty's chasing. Scarles does really well. Clears out. Throw into Brighton. Cleared from Walker-Peters. Cleared from Potts. Wilson drops in, collects it deep. Ball out wide to Paqueta. Overlap. There's a run over the wide right from Magassa to chase. Oh, as he flicked it on, Bowen can't. Oh, the defender's done really well from Brighton, to be fair. And then the referee blows up the whistle. That is the end of the first half, and all I will say is, wow, that was a bit mental. That was a mental first half. Oh my God. 2 penalties for Brighton. Bowen scores, Welbeck scores for his 8th career goal against West Ham. Jared Bowen obviously making West Ham go 1-0 up from a great ball from Paqueta. Paqueta steps up and takes West Ham's penalty that they've taken a forever and a day to decide it was a penalty, and it was a blatant penalty from a handball from Dunk. And Paqueta just calmly puts the ball into the bottom right-hand side of the net. West Ham go in into the break, 2-1 up against Brighton at home. And yeah, we need that energy, determination to see this through to the end of the game and get ourselves 3 points. Leave your comments, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and I will of course be back for the second half. So keep those comments coming in, and I'll see you for the second half.
Do you suffer from FOMO? Fear of missing out on your favorite sporting event when you're away from home? With IPVanish VPN, you don't have to worry about streaming content over unsafe or restricted Wi-Fi to watch your favorite events. IPVanish VPN allows you unlimited and secure streams to all your favorite sporting events. Don't let unsafe Wi-Fi and ISP throttling stop you from cheering on your home team or favorite athletes. Get IPVanish VPN now.
Brighton have just had an attack from the off. I am back. They've just had an attack from the off and we nearly conceded, but we've had a big clearance there. Apologies, I was a little bit late in coming back. I think it was 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗺 that stepped in. God, Scarles is playing really far forward there as West Ham come on the attack. No other subs for West Ham. No other subs for Brighton. Let's put the timer on. Wilson just puts a bit of pressure on. Milner, a shot from distance, goes wide. If you are looking for a VPN, link is in the chat. Corner to Brighton. Perfect time to show that stat. Goals conceded from corners as West Ham sit top of the table. Ball whipped in. Welbeck does get a free header. I think the referee would have blown up anyway for a foul against 𝗪𝗂𝗧. West Ham regain possession now. Throw into West Ham. Down the left hand side. 𝗪𝗂𝗧 holds on to it. Loses it though. Oh, Bowen does really well with Wilson. Oh, Van Heckel comes in, wins that ball back, but it does trickle its way back to Brighton. Magassa getting stuck in. Big switch play ball from Milner. Ball goes out. West Ham got the ball down that right hand side with Walker Peters as he drives at the Brighton defence. Bowen is there. Bowen does collect it. Potts. Manchester United have taken a lead against the Wolves, the bottom club of the Premier League, which will do us the world of good. Oh, Scarles lets the ball go out and it's a Brighton throw in down that left hand side. What do you think so far? Van Heckel. Van Hecke. Fucking hell, that coffee's hot. Fernandes starts the press. Brighton happy just to play out the midfield if they can. Van Hecke. Minty. Oh, I thought that was going to land into the West Ham path. Oh, it's good interception, but it's fallen to Welbeck. He nearly tries to nip the ball through. Potts wins the set, recycles the second ball. Fernandes does lose it. Bowen drops in, collects it. Skips by one, skips by two. Drives in, feels brilliant football from Bowen. Paqueta. Oh, he tries such a bit of trickery, but loses it instantly. It's such a shame for all that hard work that Bowen's done. Welbeck, ball out left-hand side for Brighton as they attack just inside the 18-yard box. Too heavy, ball goes out. Goal kick, West Ham. West Ham just hold on to possession down that left-hand side with Walker-Peters. Wow, it's dispossessed. Too easy though as Brighton come on the attack from their own half. Ball punted forward for... Oh, Areola just watches that. West Ham come forward with... Paqueta goes down. Oh, I don't know who's down. Is that Minty's down? And Brighton are making a substitution. Minty is down, holding his knee. Does not look happy with that at all. Looks like Matoma's also coming on for Brighton. Double change for Brighton. Minty's off, right knee. West Ham come on the attack down that right hand side. Oh, fall forward for Walker-Peters. Holds on to it. Players all over him. Bowen cuts it right back post. Oh, it just lands on Verbruggen. Guess what's happened? Perfect timing for the stream to just go down. We're going down. I'm going under. You better move. You better dance. Let's make it last. You know, forever. You gotta move. You better dance. Let's make it dance. What is happening? I didn't do this all night long. Shit. I've gone all the way back in time. I'm not a fan of that. Back. I'm back in time again now, yeah. Mitoma, ball whips in. Scarles is there. There you go. Ball forward for Wilson, but Dunk does well to collect it. Mitoma. Oh, he skips by Walker-Peters. Oh, he's gone down. Nah, no way. Magassa into the path of Fernandez. Wild deflections. Balls in the path of Brighton again. Mitoma. Down that left-hand side. Fancies himself against Walker-Peters, but wins a corner. Oh, jeez. Nah. Not enough for a penalty. VAR are looking at it. No penalty. Of course it's no penalty. Corner to Brighton. Right on top of Areola. 2-2. I do think Areola is impeded, personally. I do think Areola is impeded. From my first initial reaction, Areola looks completely impeded. So he slaps the ball, it lands in the path of Brighton. I do think Areola's impeded completely. I'm not giving that goal yet on this screen. Let me have a look here. Van Heckel. Oh, I don't know. Is it Van Hecke? Oh, I think they're going to give it. I think they're going to give it. Yeah, I think they're going to give it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's really silly from Areola. It's a goal. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Do you know, I want to hear an interesting stat. Veltman's got 5 career goals, right? He's a defender. Is he a defender? He's a defender, isn't he? Veltman. Yeah, 5 career goals, right? He scored 3 against who? West Ham. Here comes Somerville now. For Wilson. Fucking hell. The fans are fucking raging and I don't blame him. He's bringing Somerville on and he's taking Wilson off and it's not what we want to see. It doesn't make sense, ref. It doesn't make sense, Nuno. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. That's undeserved, by the way. It's not the right decision by by what's his chops. No. Prove me wrong, though. I mean, I'm glad Somerville's on because he can add that pace and width. And it's a foul straight away on him. Walker-Peters. Why is he taking off Wilson? How can he take off Wilson? I just hoped I need to be proven wrong. Free kick to West Ham. Ball whipped in. It's a great ball. Bowen! Oh my god, Bowen put the head to it. The keeper saved it. It's bounced back, hit off the Brighton defender, got out for a corner. Bowen has flicked that header on. Oh my god, Bowen needs to be putting that away. Oh, it's a good save from the keeper. Ball whipped in, trying to top of the keeper. Keeper handles it. No. Oh shit! I'm nearly losing my screen. I was really too close for comfort. I need to bring this back. The commentators are shocked to hear that Paquetà's gone through the middle, but of course Paquetà's going through the middle. That's what we expect. Need something from Somerville today. Paquetà tries to win the ball, but the ball's back with Van Hecke. Now it's back with the Brighton keeper. Ball over again to Van Hecke. Heavy touch from him. Paquetà chases, ball forward, West Ham press. Tried to win the ball back, but we've been caught off guard. It's not Mitoma, sorry. Ball switched over, nearly lands into the path of 𝗪𝗀𝘃. Skiles does well to intercept it. Smashes the ball forward for Bowen to chase. Bowen's done really well, but the ball has gone out and it's a Brighton throw-in. Brighton come on the attack with 𝗪𝗀𝘃. 𝗪𝗏𝘃 ball's out for a West Ham throw-in. 𝗪𝗏𝘃 sprays the ball over. Left hand side for Skiles. Skiles goes early. 𝗪𝗏𝘀 skips by one. Fouled. Wins West Ham a free kick. Taken quickly. 𝗪𝗏𝘀 into Paqueta. 1-2 with 𝗪𝗏𝘀. Out wide to Bowen. Heavy. Walker Peters crosses it in. Back post. West Ham regain possession again though with Paqueta. Drives infield. Drives through the middle. Finds 𝗪𝗏𝘀. Oh, he loses it in the middle of the park. Here comes 𝗪𝗀𝘃 on the edge of the 18. Sees the overlapping run. Ball whipped in, back post. Cleared from Skiles. 𝗪𝗏𝘀's gone down. West Ham free kick. 𝗪𝗏𝘃 to 𝗪𝗏𝘀. Skiles 1-2 with 𝗪𝗏𝘃. 𝗪𝗏𝘀 back to 𝗪𝗏𝘃. Nothing on for him. 𝗪𝗀𝘁 holds on to it. Plays the ball back into 𝗪𝗏𝘃. It's back with 𝗪𝗀𝘁 in the West Ham half. It's gone over to 𝗪𝗏𝘃. 𝗪𝗏𝘃 over to Fernandez. Sprays it over to Walker Peters. Neat ball into Bowen. Bowen turns, gives it away though, straight away. Bowen wins it back though. Bowen. Oh, he tries to spray it over Van Heckel though. 𝗪𝗏𝘃 recycles, plays the ball over to Skiles. Skiles on the left. Ball whips in. And it goes out for a West Ham corner. Come on, you Irons. Corner. Ball whipped in, cleared from Welbeck. It's on the edge of the 18. Fernandez recycles. Brighton player's down. He's going to stay down 100%. No, he's not. He's back up. 𝗪𝗏𝘃. What a ball whipped in. Back post. 𝗪𝗀𝘁. Oh. Close, but not close enough. 𝗪𝗀𝘃. Double change coming from Brighton, actually. Double substitution again. They skip by one player. Back to Welbeck. Heavy touch. Milner recycles. Ball forward. Ball out on the right-hand side. Ball whipped in from Brighton. Oh, it's back post. Mitoma's unmarked. It's a great tackle. Shot from distance. Save from Areola. Oh, Walker-Peters just does enough, as does Areola. But it's just they're finding those little tiny gaps. Little tiny errors West Ham are making. Paquetá goes down, wins West Ham a free kick. Oh, Walker-Peters just honestly just gets in front of Mitoma. Just enough time there. Take the ball off of him, because if he doesn't, he's just putting that in the back of the net. No problem. Mitoma just hesitated for that split second. Comes Gomez off for Brighton. And James Milner. And Rutter and Hinshelwood for Brighton. Come on. Mavropanos recycles for West Ham. Plays it back to Areola. Somerville tries to put the pressure on. Dunk clears. Magassa. Bowen tries to nip in. West Ham recycle. Referee blows that whistle. Don't even know what for, to be honest, anymore. Brighton take the free kick. Van Heckel. Wolves have equalised against Manchester United. Ball whipped into the box. Goes over to the back post. Mitoma's got it. And it goes out for a Brighton corner. Everton are beating Nottingham Forest 2-0 at Forest. Yeah, we should have kept Wilson on personally. I think we've lost our talisman. Done from Areola. Mitoma. Keeper comes out and clicks. Areola goes early. Big punt forward. Bowen against 4 defenders. They've won the header and bang, they're on the attack straight away. Walker-Peters has done enough. Brilliant tackle from him. Kilman. Oh my god, fucking hell. Ball's out to Scarles. Punts the ball forward for Somerville to chase. But it's landed to Van Hecke. And it's back in the middle again from Ayari. Ball out wide to Welbeck on the right-hand side. Overlapping run from Brighton inside the 18-yard box. Crosses it in. Oh my god, it's on the edge of the 18. Hits it first time and it goes over the bar. Oh, for fuck's sake. They always bring up these stats, don't they? Always go in the favour of the opposition when it comes against West Ham. There's nothing in favour of West Ham, ever. Oh no. Areola saved. It's just trickled nearly over the line. 𝗪𝗏 comes in and knocks it away. But Mitoma is having a field day down that left-hand side where Walker Peters is. Mitoma's such a clever footballer, though. He's that kind of like, he knows how to separate his top half to his bottom half, if that makes any sense. And he kind of goes with the ball. Sorry, he drops his shoulder, but the distance between his leg and his shoulder is mental. And the player goes with the shoulder, and he cuts back in and drags the ball with him. He's just a clever, clever footballer. I rate Mitoma so highly. What was it? A club in Saudi Arabia nearly signed him for 90 million quid. There's nearly 500 people watching live right now. If you are watching on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up. Help us push up the thumbs up, please, on YouTube. Big punt forwards. But see, the thing is, Paqueta's winning those headers, but there's no one there to run onto them, so it defeats the purpose of bringing off Wilson. It's never been so highlighted in my life right now than what it is. Like, ball punted forward, Paqueta wins the header, nothing else goes back to the keeper. And here comes 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗪. Ball out to Mitoma, who's going to hold on to that, fancies himself, he does, drives infield, plays the ball, to be fair, into West Ham player. Fernandez. Up over the top for 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗪 to chase. 𝗪𝗏𝗀's got it. 𝗪𝗏𝗀's going to go in. Play it to the back post. He can't. He's taking too many touches. Go left foot shot. It's just gone into the path of the keeper. Brighton. Oh, chipped in, cleared from Mavropanos. Bowen drops in, deep, collects it. 𝗪𝗏𝗀's there. Oh, I can't skip by the first player. West Ham about to make a triple change. West Ham with the ball, Ollie Scarles. Thomas Souček, Kante. And who did he say the last one? 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗪. Fouled in the middle of the park. West Ham free kick. Triple substitution coming for West Ham. Kante and Myers. It's got to be Souček up top. Takes it short to Paqueta. Potts, we're under pressure from the off. Oh, they've just won it back. Can't believe it, from an advantage of West Ham. And then they're fucking on the counter. Terrible decision. They're coming on Mitoma. Skips by one player. He's on the edge of the 18. Shoots from distance. Safe it. We should never have been in that fucking situation. We should never have been in that situation. Fucking stupid. Like, why are we taking that short free kick? Doesn't work. Anyway, Potts. Oh, fuck's sake. Bowen, can he latch on to it? He can't. Ball's falling back into the path of the Brighton player. Fucking hell, man. Ball whipped in from Brighton. 𝗪𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗺 heads it back. Out of danger-ish. Welbeck wins it back, though. 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗪𝗏𝘀. Brighton have got the ball. Ball whipped into the mix. Cleared from 𝗪𝗀𝘀𝗻. Straight back to the Brighton player. 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀𝗺. Who's gone down? 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀𝗺's down. Just get up, mate. Dunk from distance. Holy fuck. I don't know what the subs are going to be like here, but so it looks like Walker-Peters from Myers. I thought Walker-Peters has done well, to be honest. Apart from the second half, he needed to come off there because he was starting to get torn to shreds, to be honest with you. From 63. From Mitoma. Was it Magasa came off for Kante? Suchek. And then Kante for Magasa. What number Kante is? 55. Brighton come on the counter down the right hand side. Well done from Skiles. Ollie Skiles has done really well, by the way. Toma cleared straight away to the... Oh, it's brilliant from Skiles. Brilliant from Skiles. Oh, he's giving it away, but he gets second chance. And it's Kante to break. Kante down the right-hand side. Kante or Canny. Plays it into that shot! Oh! Was it Myers? Brighton come on a counter. There's a gap down that. Oh no, Skiles is there. Oh, it's brilliant from Skiles. Fucking brilliant from Skiles. God, he looks leggy. 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀𝗺 switches over to Mitoma down the left hand side, crosses it in with his right foot. Oh, fucking hell. Skiles wins the header. 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀𝗺 comes out and collects. 5 minutes to go. 5 fucking minutes to go. Come on. Ball's back with 𝗪𝗏𝘀𝗀𝗺. Plays it neatly over to Kilman. The edge of 18. Nothing on. Plays it infield to Potts. Nothing on for him. Chips the ball around for 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗺. He drives forward, plays the ball into Fernandez. Fernandez goes up and round the corner for 𝗪𝗏, who spreads his legs and gets the ball down the right-hand side. Holds on to it, plays the ball back into the path of Bowen. Bowen's driving into a lot of traffic, crosses it in, wins West Ham a corner. He does. He's given a fucking goal kick, man. He's given a goal kick. How's he giving a goal kick for that? 𝗪𝗏, I must admit, he gallops, man. He covers so much ground really quickly. That is a corner. Takes a massive deflection off the shin. The ball just goes like this. I think Bowen's actually gone up top, but 𝗪𝗏 is sitting in the midfield, I think. Mitoma's just skipped by 𝗪𝗏. 𝗪𝗏's got him back though. Fernandez is there. Dunk's dropped in. Mitoma's got the ball. It's not Mitoma, actually. It is Mitoma. Oh, he skipped round 2 players. Shot from distance. It just goes wide. Holy shit, it just goes wide. I think Areola had it covered. Yeah, I think he did. Just goes wide from Ayari. He's a decent player. I think he's Swedish, isn't he? Remember, we will be live straight on after this for the highlights review show. Ball switched over from Mitoma down that left-hand side. Myers is there. Ball plays back. Brighton from distance. Holds on to it. Chips it into the mix. Cleared from Scarles. 𝗪𝗏 puts enough on it, but Brighton have came back in. Won it back. Gruda. Veltman on the right-hand side. Back to Gruda. Ball through the middle. Back to Van Hecke. Dunk. Oh, he skipped by one of the players. Drops it in low. Myers clears it out of the way for West Ham. And it's a Brighton corner. I'm up for that, by the way. I'm up for that. Fernandez is a number 10. Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. Corner. Brighton, top of Areola, it nearly goes in. It nearly goes in. It's cleared off the line. It nearly goes in from the corner. Fernandez has lost the ball in the corner. Scarles is cleared upfield. Oh, Bowen takes a slip. Brighton recycle the ball. I don't know how long match officials. Ball, Brighton against Myers. Stand up to him. Do not fucking blow up. Goal kick. Goal kick. Nah, not a foul. Never a foul. Five minutes of added time. Arsenal beating Aston Villa 1-0. West Ham lose the ball, then win the ball back in a dangerous area. But we do have it back. Free kick to West Ham.
𝗪𝗁𝘀𝘁 was initially going to come off. So stayed on and will take this set piece. No taking it short this time.
Ball back post. Oh. Here comes Brighton on the counter. Down that left-hand side, cuts in field. I don't know how they've came out with the ball still. They're surrounded by West Ham players. We've won it back, though, with 𝗪𝗀𝘀. Oh, fucking hell. We've just given it away straight away again. 𝗪𝗁𝘀𝗃𝗃. Oh, here comes Brighton on the attack. Shot from distance. Ball goes over wide right-hand side. Takes it into the box. Puts it back on the edge of the 18. Ball into the mix. Cleared from Ezra Myers. Brighton still have the ball on the edge of the 18. Oh my God, West Ham get rid of it, and we have Somerville comes on the attack. Bowen. Oh, he's fouled. He's given West Ham a free kick. Free kick to West Ham. 𝗪𝗁𝘀𝗃𝗃. Big punt forward from West Ham. What do? Do you protect the lead? Do you protect the draw? Or do you go for it? Because Brighton will go for it. Myers wins West Ham a throw in. Newcastle beaten Burnley 3-1. Everton beaten Nottingham Forest, or have beaten them 2-0. Ball forward for Bowen, but he loses it. Minute and a half to go. Ball forward from Brighton. 𝗪𝗁𝘀𝗃𝗃 loses it. Oh, he's just throw into Brighton. Minute to go. Ball forward, overlap and run, no way. Stand up. Fernandez has done well for West Ham to win that. Goal kick. It's probably going to be our last chance, saloon in it. In the 94 minutes, 30 seconds to go. West Ham have the ball. And Areola's just punted the fucking ball out. Ball forward. Fernandez wins it. Gotta go for it now. Oh my God, it's a great ball from Fernandez. It's Bowen. Somerville's there. Oh, fuck. Their defender's done so well to win that. But Bowen's went... Oh, fuck off. Offside. Oh. That's it now, innit? And there goes the whistle. There goes the whistle. Right, thank you very much for watching on the Matchday Live. Come across and join us in a highlights review show, and you'll get your opinion, of course, across there. I'll see you. Thank you very much for watching. Come across, get your points across, and we'll go from there. Come on, you.